Howdy, I'm Agenicus. Welcome back to the Agenicus channel. Today we're going to be shooting a DH-132 Alpha helmet. Why are we doing that? Super simple. I'm into night vision, I'm into helmets and things, and I have this ACH helmet from God only knows when. It's great, but it's heavy. The problem with it being heavy is it sucks to wear it for long periods of time. However, it can stop bullets and things. Because it's heavy, I like to wear a bump helmet a lot of the time also. The problem with the bump helmet is that it can't stop anything at all. I get a little bit weirded out when I wear it at classes and things. So in between those two, there's the DH-132 Alpha. Now this is a fragmentation helmet, not a ballistic helmet, and it's not a bump helmet. But it's rated to stop projectiles moving up to 1,400 feet per second. Theoretically, it has a chance of stopping almost every common handgun cartridge that you see in the United States, at least for automatics. So, what I've done here, I built this very sophisticated contraption. This is a DH-132 Alpha helmet, and this is an ACH. We're going to strap them here, we're going to shoot them with some calibers, and we're going to see if it can actually stop cartridges or not. Some people are a little bit skeptical. I have high hopes. Let's show you the calibers that we're shooting. We're going to be starting off with 22 long rifle, then we're going to go up to 380, 9mm, and 40 Smith & Wesson. All of these besides the 22 are going to be round nose because hollow points get stopped by Kevlar pretty easily, and round nose has a tougher time of it. So we're going to be shooting FMJ. Let's get on with it. Starting the 22 long rifle. As you can see, it dented in our fragmentation helmet, and it ricocheted pretty much off of the ACH. Up next, we're going to be using our 380. Cut.
Now for a competent marksman. He says as he flinches.
Now, as you can see, it dented it in pretty far. It looks like it exited out of the top. I like this helmet. Right. It's going to be 9mm. That. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. It caught it. It didn't go through. Yeah, it barely dented it. And last but certainly not least is going to be 40 Smith & Wesson. Yeah, that nailed it. Well, it hit a spot that was already compromised. It looks like it slid right into the back of here. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's a hole. Is there a hole? No, it's still caught. So let's, I'm going to give it one more shot. Let's say, like, try to land it right there. See what happens. 40 Smith. Definitely went through, yeah. Yeah, you're dead as hell. Right in the ear cup. Nothing. Oh, actually it penetrated. It almost, no, it didn't. Almost penetrated, not quite though. You definitely be feeling that.
That's a VA claim.
Take these back to the lab and we'll talk about it. And we are back. Let's go ahead and start tearing these helmets apart. I'll show you the back face deformation and we'll get into what my conclusions are and takeaways. Starting in the front, this was our 22 long rifle hit. It has very minimal back face deformation right here. Not enough to be worried about. And I was actually wrong on the shooting range about where our 22 hit the ACH. I thought it was this mark right here. It's not. It's actually right here on the lip. As you can see, it's not enough to penetrate, not enough to cause any back face deformation, just enough to scrape off some of the rubber coating on the weakest part of the helmet. Second shot was the 380 right here, and you can see a little bit of back face deformation right there. Not enough to be worried about, I don't think. Might have a little bit of a headache. And the 380 on our ACH came in right here, got underneath the first layer of Kevlar, and then slid out over the top right there, like so. I guess if you feel it really close, you can feel just the slightest amount. The next shot that we had was our 9mm. It hit right behind our Velcro. right here. Not enough to penetrate, and unfortunately we can't use the data on the back because of the next shot after that, which is the 40 Smith & Wesson. So I fired one more 9mm off camera because I'm kind of dumb like that. It hit right here, and you can see the denting in the back face deformation, definitely enough that you'd probably need to go to a hospital, I'd imagine, but you would be alive and more or less happy. ACH hit right here, no penetration, and I would say that the back face deformation on this is about what you saw with the 22 long rifle on our fragmentation. Last but not least is our 40 Smith & Wesson. What's kind of fun is that it didn't penetrate the first shot, but it did deflect. I was actually able to recover the slug from the inside of the helmet. You can see from the shape of it, of how it came in at an angle and slid in before being caught over here somewhere, which is why there's so much cracking on this side. And we had to reshoot it because, again, it collapsed in the back of the helmet, 2 shots too close to each other. And our next 40 Smith & Wesson came in right here and exited out the bottom of the helmet here, just like so. You would definitely be dead. However, it is definitely able to deflect projectiles that are moving a little bit faster than standard ball 9mm. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of botched it with the ACH. You can see where I hit it right here in the ear cup, and it came in and exited like so. Right into the shoulder or into the neck. Now, you wouldn't be having a good time, and I probably should do this shot over, but I'm not going to. The only reason I even brought the ACH out for this video anyway was to show you what the gold standard for ballistics protection for your head is on the market at the moment. Whereas, I have not seen anybody actually test out the fragmentation version of the Soha. What are the takeaways from this? The whole reason why I have a Soha fragmentation helmet in my collection to begin with is because I need something that's not as heavy as this, but has more ballistic protection, or any ballistic protection, compared to a bump helmet. And I think my test concluded that that is in fact what these are capable of doing. If I'm at a shooting range by myself or with people that I trust, I like to have a bump helmet. If I'm at a shooting range doing night vision stuff and there's somebody there that I don't know and they're messing around with a handgun that they just bought and they accidentally ND it because they don't know how to use it properly, I would much rather catch this and go to the hospital afterwards than just have a 9mm hole in my head. I also don't have the expectation that anybody is shooting at me anytime. I don't have a reason to get into a gunfight with anybody. Nobody has a reason to get in a gunfight with me, which means that I never wear these. I really like my neck, and these don't like my neck at all. And I'm happy that I was able to go out and test my theory today. Now, there are some caveats to that and some yeah buts. Yeah, there are a lot of things that you need to keep in mind if you're going to be purchasing one of these. One of those is that I only have a sample size of 1, and I only have so many places I could shoot it before this happens, you know? And there are a million handgun cartridges with a million different types of projectiles and a million different loadings, and I don't have the time to do that. So I just went with what the basic things are that I see at the stores around me, my local gun stores, when I go in to buy ammunition. For those scenarios, this is perfect. There's some other problems, such as these helmets are getting kind of old now, and depending on how they were stored and who owned them before you, you know, you could get better or worse results than this one. That's part of the problem with only having a sample size of 1. I'm not going to buy 100 of these and shoot 100 of these. But one of the biggest benefits of these things is how much they cost. If you look on your screen right now, you'll see what the going price on the gray market is for a fragmentation Soha helmet compared to a ballistic version of the Soha or the other ballistic helmets that are on the market, or some of the more popular bump helmets that are on the market. Like, you save a lot of money by going with this product here, and if you get a good one, you know, unfortunately, the only way to find out is to have a bad day, I guess. But you'll save a lot of money. It does 80% of what I need a ballistic helmet to do, and it does 80% of what I need a bump helmet to do, i.e. it weighs just about nothing while also being able to stop most handgun cartridges that I come into contact with. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching, and have a good weekend. One more.
Haggis in safety.
Oh, hate to see it. All right, one more. Did that hit it?